Oh, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening, everybody? What's happening? This your boy Doc Holiday. Y'all already know we back with another HBCU tonight, powered by HBCU Overdrive. Y'all know this is the afternoon edition because the brother got to go to work today. Make sure I got probably had some crust on my mind. But anyway, man, make sure y'all like the stream. Make sure you comment, share, and most of all, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive, y'all. So we gonna have a pretty quick. I ain't gonna say real quick, but it's gonna be a little bit more pristine and precise show for today. But let's see who we got all up in here. We got Jeremiah. Afternoon to you, my brother. We got Mr. Campbell, aka Uncle Bundles, aka the Bishop, is in the building. Saying what's up, folks. You from? I'm about to say Presidential Hills, if I'm not mistaken. Miss Aquay, yes. How you doing? Good afternoon. We got my boy Craig Hall. What's happening? Of course, we got Troy White of the Old Men Podcast. The Gathering of Old Men Podcast. Let me reiterate that. We got Miss Shanetta is in the building. Make sure she telling y'all to like, share, subscribe, and donate. Yo, so yesterday, I meant to tell y'all, Chris Dukes in the house, what's happening. So I didn't get a chance yesterday, but yesterday was the last day to donate to the Drive to 205 initiative. If you still want to go ahead and donate for the SWAC Media Day, you are still able to do that. You're still able to do that. It doesn't take any, doesn't take a lot of time. All you have to do is just hit the PayPal, the Cash App, and the Zelle. So if you want me to, I can extend it until this weekend. I'm off this weekend, so I'm off this weekend. So pretty much make sure that if you want to, you can go ahead and send a donation for the Drive to 205 initiative. Even though it ended yesterday, I'm going to extend it to this weekend. I was trying to make sure everything was settled. We still are like 200 and I think $250 short, $250 short. So let's try to get that going. Let's try to get that squared away because I don't want no issues while I'm on the road and stuff like that. And also, for those that don't know, my sisters, my my blood sisters, will be making the trip with me. We're gonna make this more of a family thing because we haven't done this. Me and my sisters, we haven't traveled like this in a very long time. So they want to go out there. They want to see what their big brother do, but they also talking about they want to see some Alabama men. All right. All right. I just want to let them know they thirsty. I got a bottle of water. I got bottled waters. I got juice. I got Kool-Aid. They thirsty. but anyway, man. Anyway, I just have to. Oh man. But I love them. I love my sisters. So they thirsty. They look. My sisters are. My sister, my older sister is 43. My younger sister is 42. I'm 40. So we all range. we close in age. So sometimes my sister get on my nerves. I get on their nerves. It is what it is. That's what happens when you got siblings. But as always, y'all know this has been simulcast on YouTube and on Twitter. So all my people on Twitter, y'all call it X. His mama call him Twitter. I'm gonna call him Twitter. Make sure if you can hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. But get into all that. The commercial is going to tell you everything about the whole channel. Be right back. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also, you can get birthday shoutouts on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal, David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle, David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel. It's your boy Doc Holiday. We swing to the left, down I-20, and we dip. We going down there for SWAC Media Day, July 16, 2024, being hosted at the Sheraton Birmingham Hotel in downtown Birmingham. And we got all schools that's going to be represented in the house on that day. We talking about Jackson State, Valley, Alcorn, Pine Bluff, Prairie View, Texas Southern, Grambling, Southern, Bama State, A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and FAMU. But in order for your boy to get down there, in order for you to get that good content, you got to hit the Cash App, you got to hit the PayPal, you got to hit the Zelle. We also got to hit that Super Chat while we on the live stream. And so, make sure you get your donations in so we can get down there. And like I said, you're going to swing to the left. Hit I-20 and we dip. Yeah, baby. All right, so I guess that'll probably be the last commercials that I run for the initiative. But if you can, make sure to donate, and you can still continue to donate if you want to after the initiative is over with. The more donations, the merrier. The more donations, it will help me out. It will help out immensely on other things that we can cover as far as for SWAC Media Day. So if you're a new member, if you're a new viewer, make sure you hit the Cash App, the PayPal, and Zelle. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you go follow me on Twitter. You can also follow me on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. And also, last but not least, we're just gonna have a good old time down in Birmingham. So I want to go ahead and some other things I want to do too. While I'm there, because I actually do want to go check out the Civil Rights Museum that's there. So that will be a good thing to do, especially after Media Day, just to go check it out and see how it is and just get in the history of the Civil Rights era. So that would be something that I would like to do. For me, history buff, I can't help it. I can't help myself. But yeah, this is something that kind of want to go ahead and continue to do. But other than that, let's get into it. First and foremost, before we start the show, I want to give my thoughts and prayers to my guy, First Letter, man. I know his mom was in the hospital in ICU. I heard that she's out of ICU. From here, from myself and the Overdrive family, man, we got prayers for you, bro. Keep your head up. We know how you know. we not gonna let you go through this alone. That's something that I was taught pretty much by my grandmother. Even if you got a problem or an issue, um, you don't have to go through some of the things alone. Uh, so that's what I want to go ahead and put out there and let everybody know what's up. Apple Watch keep going on, but yeah, let's see. Try to find something. But first thing first, what's up, doctor? What's up? The good doctor's in the house. It's in the building. So first thing first, look, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with A&T. I want to know what's up with them. So I'm trying to figure something out. Trying to do my due diligence. Well, that's what I got. So got it from a reliable source, aka my boy Dave. um, so let you know that A&T is expected that, like I said, with news coming out today, they are expected to name their chancellor um, today. Uh, well, actually, not even today now. It's not today. The source says it's going to be on Friday. So let me fix this. So other than that, all right. So A&T expecting news coming on Friday. It is going to be named for the chancellor, the new chancellor. We all know that Chancellor Martin ran the show for North Carolina A&T State University. Pretty much saw exponential growth with the university in terms of enrollment. In fact, they are the largest HBCU, public HBCU that's out there right now. Even larger than I don't want to get on there, FAMU. But anyway, uh, what's going on, Mr. Israel? So I thought it was going to be some news today, but took a good old swerve, and it'll be news. It'll be news coming about their chancellor. So that is the rumor that I got from my reliable source, and I'm gonna name my source Dave. Y'all know David Rose, you know what I'm saying? AKA Champ, Mr. Video Game Man, my guy from PNP Podcast. Hey, y'all know who Dave is. But from what I'm hearing, rumors are swirling like crazy. Who's going to be named the chancellor? But we shall see on Friday. And so when Friday comes, I will put that out there. Like I said, I'm off Friday. I'm off for the weekend. So I will put that out there. Let everybody know. As you see down here below, the main moderator, the head moderator in charge right here, she let y'all know what the deal is. about the initiative. So let's go ahead and get it to the next subject. I told you we gonna breeze through this, man. Um, Hold on, I don't want to do that one. So, word on the street, and that ain't word on the street, but it's real. Grambling is set to go to Columbus, Ohio, September of 2025. In fact, they got the date already, September the 6th, if I'm not mistaken, 2025. They would be playing at Ohio State in Ohio Stadium. So I wonder if everybody that's in Ohio is expecting to see what Grambling has as far as the band, as far as the football team, um, and let people know this game is they getting paid $1 million to come up there. So, and I think that's $1 million that is going to be in the clear because I think um, Ohio State is going to. I think. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me to uh, um, try to speculate, but I think they're going to go ahead and try to bring it, everybody up there, and basically Grambling goes back home with $1 million. Pretty much, you've seen that happen for the last couple of years with our SWAT schools or even our HBCUs playing FBS competition. Last year, Tennessee State got I think they got $1.25 million from Notre Dame to go up to South Bend to play them. Grambling actually did play LSU last season and I think they got 900,000. Southern played LSU 2 seasons ago. They got close to 900,000 in that game. So these are games. I don't like the money games per se. Y'all know the reason why I don't like it because to me, I feel like it set us up for failure. But at the same time, I just think that when it comes down to it, this can help us alleviate some of the things as far as in our athletic department. So for those non-revenue generating sports, it will help us immensely. And to me, yeah, I would say 2 million minimum. But them schools are. They want to be cheap and they want to be so cheap and everything. Um, and we all know that when they go up there, it's gonna be, I won't say a massacre, but it's not gonna look pretty. It's not gonna look pretty, um, especially in the second half. But most of everybody's gonna be up there for halftime. We all know that they're gonna be there for halftime. Um, they'll be up there, watch the halftime show where you got one of the best bands. In Ohio State, aka the best damn band in the land, you know, matching up against the world famed Tiger Marching Band. So, hey, the world fame. That's all you need to hear. That's all that needs to be known. But it should be for a great atmosphere in Columbus for next season. Early September game up there. I think that would be something on my bucket list to do. Actually, go to Ohio State just to catch a game. I'm not even an Ohio State fan. I just want to go there and see how they do things up there. Um, that's just something that I like to do. I'm a football fan. I'm a football fanatic when it comes down to it. It is what it is. But a lot of people are going to be, they're going to criticize this. They're going to say, well, Grambling is getting shortchanged. They're gonna end up with players getting hurt. Um, the last time they played a FBS team, player got paralyzed and stuff like that. But but that to me, that is what happens when you play the game of football. There's always going to be injuries. There's going to be um, players hurt. It's basically how can you bounce back from this? How can you bounce back from the loss? Does this make your team stronger? Um, and what are some things that that you see that you could clean up for the next game? That's the name of the game. I mean, it is what it is. But I hope, and Mr. Campbell, be on the real, I hope they get 1.25 or 1.5 or 2 million just to go to Columbus and get the brakes beat off of them. We know that. It would be different if it was like Miami of Ohio or Ohio University or Toledo or Akron. Um, it will be different when you say something like that. But going up to Ohio State it is what it is. Let's see what we got. We got some. I mean, the answer is for a check. And every little FCS school, every G5 school go to these places to get their ass whooped for a check. I wish it was like. I wish it was that. I wish that school would be just like that. I wish the school would be like that. Definitely. I wish it would be like that, but y'all know, we all know that ain't happening. We all know that ain't happening. So, I mean, it is, to me, it is what it is. And then that got us to talking, about um last night. Um, and first and foremost, shout out to Ken Clark, Ken and Zoe and TD for even bringing this up. So it was a um interview with Coach Vincent Marshall, who is the wide receivers coach for Jackson State. Uh, like I said, he has a pretty spectacular resume. Um, All-time leading receiver at University of Houston. Um, um, a dog for Texas high school football history. But he has the pedigree and everything about that. So it got the wheels to turning. I guess I listened to the show last night on my way home from work. Uh, so I listened to it, and I guess it got the wheels turning in Ken's mind, and you know, saying, well, what if we actually did make that move? What if we actually made that jump to FBS, right? Um, what can we get? And you know, if we go by ourselves, what conference? I mean, you got to ask yourself, what conference fits our mode? What Um, and we go by geography, but at the end of the day, with the way college football is with realignment, there is no freaking geography. Um, there's no freaking geography where you got a Stanford and a Cal that's in the ACC and they're on the West Coast. um, you got a SMUT that's in the ACC. They in the middle, smack dab in the middle of Texas. Or you got the Big Ten with the 4 Pac-12 schools and expanding it like that. Like, that's, you know. And so, but when another JSU coach said something about JSU leaving the swag, and he was almost crucified for saying that, sure he is. So why now? I don't know. Maybe at that time we was not prepared. I don't know. I don't think we were prepared at the time. And it was wishful thinking. To me, it was wishful thinking. But at the same time, man, if you the main things, the main components that you gotta have is you gotta have the $5 million interest fee to FBS. You gotta make sure that you fund all full scholarships. You gotta have money to fund the full scholarships. Um, and then you also got to bring in. You also remember you got to have 2 more women's sports than men's sports. So, question is, do we got the $5 million for the interest fee? We don't know. I don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Um, don't know. We all know. We all know we got the interest fee. If we do, hey, let's try. Um, Blue was so Blue. What's going on, Blue? He said the former coach said go to the Big 12, and we know we weren't going no P5. That's what he was saying. Uh, I think we can get it. And at the time, Israel did it. Uncle Israel is right. At the time, it was a different landscape because even though we still had movement in college football, it wasn't on the grand scale like it was then than it is now. Um, I mean, what's up? What's up, big dog? I mean, to me, what if we had the $5 million for interest fee, and if we got an invitation to an actual conference, what conference? Tell me what. Give me 2 conferences that make perfect sense for Jackson State or any other blue blood HBCU program in Division One. And yeah, we should have did it when before they upped it up to $5 million. That's a $5,000 fee to get just to go to FBS. Yeah, but you also gotta have a formal invitation. You gotta have a formal invitation to a conference. So the conference presidents um, and the ADs would have to vote on that. Y'all, no Big Sky. The Big Sky is FCS. Uh, FAMU, Jackson State should have considered the Sun Belt 2 years ago. That's a nice. I mean, but that's a nice. That's a nice thing. That's a nice ring, because with the Sun Belt, it's you can still use geographical location. They do have divisions for Sun Belt, um, and it would help. It would help us as far as with the travel, but we should get a budget when it comes to traveling, because I think once you go FBS, you get all that stuff. Blue said, "What is the Conference USA is the only option that makes sense right now. Maybe a future move to the Sun Belt, but they get obliterated in that conference right now." Okay, so the Conference USA, I can see about that too. Uh, I mean it. I mean, if you really, if you really think about it, uh, what they say, pain, beauty is pain. Uh, chicks dig scars. Hey man, look, it's one of the things. Like sometimes you got to take your lumps until you get to the right, until you get to your destination. When you get to your destination, I mean, if you want to do a timeline, the if you want to do a timeline, it would have to be 2 to 3. It would have to be like at least 2 to 3 years, or at least 2 years. Because if it feels me, if I'm shopping around, I'm shopping around. Um, I'm shopping around. Like if I'm on the phone with the conference commissioner for Conference USA, it does, like I said, it does make perfect sense for us to go there. Um, like I said, like it's geographical. If you think about it, let's see, let's see who's in I want to see Conference USA, see how it's all spread out. So let's see how spread out it is, and does this benefit? Is this going to be a financial benefit? Uh, 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 uh Transportation, does it benefit us on that? All right, let me go ahead and share this. And yeah, if I'm look blue, if I'm blue, it makes sense. So you got Florida International, FIU, Jacksonville State, which is in Alabama. Liberty is in Virginia. You got Louisiana Tech, that's next door. Middle Tennessee is up north in the Nashville area. New Mexico State is the furthest school that's out west. You got Sam Houston, that's South Texas. UTEP, that's West Texas. and you got Western Kentucky. Then coming into the fray, they start their membership this year with Kennesaw State, and then in 2025, with next year, it's going to be Delaware. So, and then you got some of your affiliate members for different sports. Um, so, that's how they do. But this does make perfect sense for us. This makes a lot of sense to this will make perfect sense. And at the time, remember, back in the 90s and the 80s and 90s and the 2000s, um moving up, at the time we would still call 1AA. So moving up from 1AA to 1A meant for us to do a lot. It meant for us to um of course, having a fee, that the fee to move up. Also, it meant for us to have, they was like, all the parameters. You got to win. You have to have a championship or something like that. Your stadium has to be. You have to average for attendance. You have to aid to 25 or at least 30,000. Your stadium can't be no less than. I think your stadium could be no less than 25,000 seats. Um, of course, you have to add two extra sports for women, for on the women's side, and again, get the formal invitation for membership to the conference. So you have a lot of things to jump, to go into that right there. Now, where it's so easy, you can just say, "We here," but does this make sense for Jackson State to move up? Do it makes it like, even does it make sense for FAMU to move up? Does it make sense for, what's another blue blood we can get? I mean, um, does A&T got the guts and the balls and the money to move up? Uh, Southern, what about Southern? What about Grambling? Do they have the funds to actually move up? We don't know. Don't know. Let's see what you say. What would I be curious to know is conference payout versus operating expenses, and does that equal a positive net gain? That is correct. And if you really think about it too, every school in FBS is operating in that red. Uh, yep. Is there money to get you to year 3 because you got to sit 2 years out? Um, or if you're good enough, do you take the road what James Madison did to actually get it to a bowl game um, last year? But I mean, in a sense, I just put this out there because it was a good topic. It was a good discussion last night that I heard. I think this is just my opinion. My opinion. I think if we play this right, certain schools can move up to certain conferences if we play this right. But at the same time, it's just wishful thinking. That's all it is. It's wishful thinking. Um, Delaware ain't been fun since Joe Flacco was on their team, so so I really wouldn't care about what Delaware got to say. But I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's wishful thinking. That's all I gotta say. Wishful thinking. I'm just thinking. I'm just praying something like that would happen, and you'd be so excited to see that, man. All right, let's see what these comments say right here. Since we're speaking hypothetically, let's not act as if the SWAC wouldn't take JSU back if it didn't work out. JSU can go wherever it wants to go. Haters gonna hate anyway. I mean, it happened with FAMU, but on thing with FAMU was they went independent, in which you have no backing from nobody. You have to make the money on your own. Um, not a lot of schools can go independent. Um, Ask New Mexico State went independent for a while. Army was independent for a very for a long time. I think Navy was independent for a long time also before they jumped into a conference. Let me see. UConn right now is independent, but they making their money off of straight off basketball. The only school that's independent and that's holding its own is Notre Dame. Notre Dame has the money. They have the backing from NBC because they do broadcast Notre Dame games. And when it comes to basketball, they are part of the ACC, where they get their money from the ACC. So they get money from that conference, and then they get money from NBC. So they know what they're doing. Let me see what you got to say, Blue. There's only one team who can survive as an independent today's age of college football, Notre Dame. And that's correct. Correct. UConn can't survive. I don't know why UConn just won't go to the AAC. I mean, go to the AAC for football. You're already in the Big East for basketball. The Big East is a basketball conference. Let me see. Let me read out FBS independence. And they don't care about football. Jim Moore is down there. Is Jim Moore Jr. is in stores dreading the fact why he even go there in the first place. So you got your FBS independents. You got Army, who is an independent. We knew that they've been independent for so long. They was, in fact, at one point in time, they was in Conference USA. I don't even know why they even did that, but they got. I mean, of course, they get money from straight up government because it's a military institute. But to me, I think they should have stayed in. I think they should have stayed in Conference USA. University of Notre Dame, of course, that's the big dog right there. University of Connecticut, UConn, and UMass are independents. Both of those schools, by far, are abysmal. Both of those schools, by far, are abysmal. Hold on. And yeah, Blue, like you said, if I'm UConn or even UMass, drop down to FCS for football, and you still play your games as far as basketball. um, you still play your games for basketball. So it's something that we can still visit on. And remember, when it comes down to it, sorry, when it comes down to it, college football is forever changing. The last 20 years, or 25 years to be exact, there you go. Notre Dame got the best of both worlds because they in the ACC for all the other sports, and they are independent when it comes to football. I'm like this, and I'm with Blue. UConn and UMass should drop down to FCS as far as football goes. Join the Patriot League. Join the Northeast Conference. I mean, that basically would be your footprint right there. Um, Army should have just stayed in. The Army should have stayed in. To me, they should have stayed in Conference USA, or they should have went into the AAC where you are playing with Navy. But they're not clamoring for money like that because they're getting their money from the government. It is a military institute, so they're getting their money from the government. But this is like I said, this is a topic that's never ending. It is never ending. So I just have to let everybody know that. But before we get to our last topic, man, the main part of the show, I'm gonna go ahead, hit this commercial break. Be right back.
It's your boy Doc Holliday. We swing to the left, down I-20, and we dip. We going down there for Swag Media Day, July 16th, 2024. Being hosted at the Sheraton Birmingham Hotel in downtown Birmingham. And we got all schools that's going to be represented in the house on that day. We talking about Jackson State, Valley, Alcorn, Pine Bluff, Prairie View, Texas Southern, Grambling, Southern, Bama State, A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and FAMU. But in order for your boy to get down there, in order for you to get that good content, you got to hit the Cash App, you got to hit the PayPal, you got to hit the Zelle. We also got to hit that Super Chat while we on the live stream. And so, make sure you get your donations in so we can get down there. And like I said, you're going to swing to the left. Hit I-20 and we dip. Yeah, baby.
We back, y'all. We back. We are back. Hold on now. Blue, what's going on? You said I think they are official member this year. Nah. Nope, Army still, they're still independent. Yeah, it's still independent. They haven't moved up. But there go the link. You need to re-drop the link. Jay. July 1st. Okay, so good. That's a good thing for them. That's a good thing. Get them some money. All right. So you got me. Yeah, Oklahoma and Texas for the SEC. All the Pac-12 schools. Um, yep. So thank you. Tell Jensy to come on, man. If Jensen come on up in here, man, tell Jensen to come on. I wouldn't. That's a little bro right there. Anyway, man, look, we I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it like it is. The Clarion Liar. Well, you for those that don't know, the Clarion Liar is the Clarion Ledger. That is the main newspaper in Jackson, Mississippi. Uh, been around circulation for a long time, but at this present moment, we don't trust nothing what them niggas say. We don't trust what they put out. Um, we don't we don't really fool with them like that. Um, if he listening, just tell him come on up. So the Clarion Liar is up to no good. So this is coming from JT Keep, who is, I guess he covers Jackson State. Uh, he covers Jackson State Athletic. But this is an article that he wrote the other day. Um, could a running back be the answer at tight end for Jackson State football? Last season, Jackson State football head coach T.C. Taylor counted on the stability of the tight end position. Jensy Riley, a 6'3", 225-pounder, was the presumed starter, but entered the transfer portal after the spring game. In doing so, he took 6 games of experience, 7 catches for 88 yards, and 1 touchdown with him. Now, Taylor must find some tight ends to compete with Kadarius Smith, Sebastian St. Louis, and Derek Scott, who have not seen game action at tight end for Jackson State in their only season with the Tigers. Hey, you know this old saying, charge it to his head and not to his heart. But now we gonna charge it to everything on here. Um, oh yeah, Rick Cleveland is a goat, and I remember meeting him when I was in school when I was a journalism major. Um, but JT Keith, if you done your homework, if you done your due diligence, if you had done your research, if you even just walked your ass onto the campus and if you would have spoke to um, Coach TC and some of the players, and you would have asked about Jensy Riley, you would have known that he did not enter the portal after the spring game. How would I know this? First and foremost, his mom said he wasn't going to enter the portal. Second, he said he wasn't going to enter the portal. He did that as a joke. If you would have saw it on Twitter, it was as a joke. So you took whatever he said on Twitter, anything like that, and ran with it. And so you put together your own your own. It ain't a thesis or anything like that. You're just putting together some of your thoughts about what's going on with the program. All right. Um, One of the remedies to the tight end situation could be moving running backs Desmond Moultrie and Amon Miller to tight end to add depth. Senior running back Herb Mulligan could be the front runner for the Deacon Jones Trophy, which is given to the outstanding all-around football player of the year among teams from HBCUs. And you see where he didn't even mention the Walter Payton Award, where it goes out to all around FCS, right? Um, I don't know where it's head at, but um, and should he need a breather, look for senior JD Martin to fill in. So this is returning. He said this is returning tight ends. So this is what he said. This is a returning tight ends. Sebastian St. Louis, who is 6'3", 225-pound freshman, played in 5 games on special teams. Remember, Sebastian got hurt, so he had the redshirt. Kendarius Smith, who is 6'4", 230, who's a junior, played in 2 games on special teams. Derek Scott, who's 6'3", 215, is a freshman, did not see any action last season. In 2023, JSU used 3 tight ends in Hayden Hagler, DJ Stevens, and Riley. Together, the trio combined for 39 receptions and 402 yards with 8 touchdowns and 16% of the passing offense. By moving Miller, a 6-foot freshman who carried the ball 34 times for 216 yards for 1 touchdown, he had 5 receptions for 10 yards. Miller at 210 pounds has the build to add weight and the blocking ability to help in the run game. Moultrie is a 6', 200-pound senior by switching positions. By switching positions, Moultrie will have a chance to start. Last year, he ran the ball 52 times for 224 yards and 3 rushing TDs. He also had 14 catches for 55 yards. Both players can block and catch the ball, giving the offense more speed and versatility. One play JSU can run is the tight end, in around, or the tight end screen, which Jackson State used successfully with Stevens. Another look JSU can give opponents is having Moultrie or Miller line up in a wildcat formation. With 3 tight ends on the roster, moving Moultrie and Miller to tight end could be the solution to adding depth. So I just want him to go. I need for JT Keith to go on campus, seek out Jensy, and apologize to him for saying that he entered the transfer portal and he didn't even put his name as a returning starter or just even as a returning player on the team. He didn't even do that. And we talking about the same JT Keith who wrote the article I think it was last week and a half ago, about a Heisman talk. We had this conversation before. The conversation is we are an FCS program. We're not worried about the Heisman. What you need to promote is that Walter Payton Award, because that's our Heisman for FCS. What you need to worry about is why hasn't a black player in the last 25 years won the Connolly Trophy? Like, come on, man. Come on. You're supposed to be the senior writer for Jackson State Athletic, for Jackson State football. Rick Cleveland passed that torch to you, and you shitting on it right now. And if it would be, I wouldn't even say listen, but if Blake Levine can write a story, I would rather read his stuff than to read yours. Like, for real. Come on now, man. Stop doing us like that. If you don't like our school, if you don't like the team, if you don't like our fan base, don't write about us. Don't write at all. Just leave us be. Because do you do the same thing if you wrote about something at Mississippi Valley for their football team? Or do you do the same thing when you write something about for Alcorn football? But at the same time, you have no love for HBCU when you write your stories for the Clarion Ledger. And why if you that bad of a beat writer, why are you even covering us? Why are you even writing in the newspaper? Do you not want to write for the Clarion Ledger? Do you not want to be here in the state of Mississippi? Do you not want to be here in the city of Jackson? I'm just saying, like, I don't know, Ed, man. I don't know. Like, to me, it just screams out. I'm gonna do everything in my power to try to sabotage this program. But he gonna be the beat writer, and he gonna keep writing about us until somebody in the program lets him know and tells him up front, like, bro, give us our just due. Write something positive about us for once. And if you don't want to you don't want to be the beat writer for the school, give the job to somebody else. Give it to somebody else. Give it to somebody that's going to be passionate and enthusiastic about writing about Jackson State. Yeah, here he go. Here this man go right here. Because if he wrote about any other y'all schools, y'all be pissed. Misinformation, doing this due diligence to tear down your program. I'm just saying. So, so Clarion Ledger, if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, if you see this, tell your man JT Key to get off his ass and write something meaningful about Jackson State football. If you don't want to do it, take them off the beat. Take them off. Find somebody that can do the job right and correctly. And if it's call a spade a spade. If we need to get chewed out for something that we did that was wrong, go right ahead. Write that. But putting somebody on the job to do a job, and he's not doing his job, he's not doing his due diligence. That's a slap in the face for a lot of journalists out there that actually do the right thing. So it is what it is. And if you don't want to do, like I said, if you don't want to do the job, hell, you can give me the job. Give it to me. I wouldn't mind coming back to Jackson to write about the school, write about the team, and get interviews and post my thoughts. Hey, Jensy, come on, man. You in here now? Come on, man. Jump on for a second. I need to talk to you. I need to rap with you. I need to rap with you. Come on, bro. You can do it from your phone. Come on. Hmm. That's hmm. That's a good question. Is he even from Mississippi? Hmm. That's a very good question. Yeah. Come on, Jesse. I done sent the link to you. I know you laughing because like, man, this shit comical. Yep. J. White, Clarion Ledger called Jacksonville State. Yeah. Yeah. That was that. Don't remind me. Don't remind us. Don't remind us about that. Yeah, too much information out there to be a bad beat writer. Oh, there we go. What's happening, man?
What's up with it?
Ain't nothing. So you on here? We got Jensy Riley on here for a little bit, man. So first of all, tell me how practice is going right now, man.
Say it again for one more time, Doc.
I said how practice going for you right now.
Oh, practice going good. This what week 2, week 3, week 3.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Uh, just get back to the basics, getting back into it and everything. Everything good so far.
Okay. So I had a question for you. Did you read the article from yesterday?
I
And
did. I
and
did.
what was your thoughts about that?
I mean, I just laughed. It was just real funny to me, bro. I don't know. I mean, I know I posted on April 15th about me entering the transfer portal, but since then, though, I've been in Jackson, posting on the team football page,
Mm-hmm.
been tweeting about Jackson State. I've been talking about Jackson State for the past, what, that was in April, so what, April, May, right?
Probably
Jan, Feb,
about 3 months,
April.
close to 3 months.
But I've been talking about Jackson State for the past 3 months since I posted it. And come on with the article, which was published yesterday, talking about me being gone. Then they said a running back. Can't no running back do what I do? Talking about putting a running. Can't no running back do my job. I don't, even if there was an alternative, can't no running back do my job. Or they can't do it how I do it. So I don't know.
Oh man, you said, man, look, I know what I can do. I don't know about these jokers right here, sure. But
Yeah,
but sometimes I mean, in a sense, did it make you feel any type of way about what you saw in that article yesterday?
I mean
Like,
not necessarily because he
mm,
didn't really say nothing bad. It was just a lot of misinformation. It was just a lot of wrongness. And I see a comment saying that he didn't even mention the two new transfers, the transfer guys that signed and committed and signed. So it was just a lot of misinformation. He didn't really say nothing too bad about me personally. Like I said, I wasn't too phased, but I just laughed because it was all over the place and it was just
mm-hmm,
wrong, like blatantly just wrong.
right. And I know your mom. Look, I know your mom was cool because she would have been on Twitter. And my son is still at school. What did you tell her about it? What did she say?
She asked about it. She asked what was it. I said it's the news article. I said they real notorious and they real famous for being wrong about a lot of stuff. So she just laughed it off. And she was like, "I can't believe this." And she's a mass comm major in journalism, so she was just talking about how it was just bad on their end. Because, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
for the past 3 months, I've been posting. I've been posting about Jackson State, and I've been posted on the
Right,
social media page. So it was just all it took was a quick Twitter search, Instagram, and you would have seen that I was, still here,
right.
and I was at the women's clinic. So I was
Yeah,
doing that.
and I seen the pictures, man. I seen the pictures. I seen the
Yeah.
pictures. Yeah, he was at the women's clinic. Like, yeah, number number 81 on the field, number 81 for the women in their hearts. That
Yeah.
go Jensy right there. But man, so one more question. What do you expect for this coming up season?
Man,
Um,
I know you wasn't at the women's clinic, but I left everybody that was there and the people that was there. I said we plan to dominate with a capital T at the end. Dominate. Emphasis on the TE. Just dominate. Be the best us. Every Saturday. Well, we play on Saturday. Well, we play Monroe on a Thursday, right?
mm-hmm.
So dominate that Thursday, and then following dominate the rest of them Saturdays. And we plan to be in Atlanta at the end of the year, holding up a trophy, competing for a trophy and holding up a trophy, just to dominate and be the best us every week. That's pretty much it.
Man, I appreciate you. So I'm gonna have to do an actual formal interview because this is just straight off the muscle. Jada, he like I'm gonna see Jensy up in here and see if he listening and stuff. So appreciate that you were listening. I appreciate you coming on to let everybody know that you are still a true blue tiger. Um, this is your last year coming up. Am I right? This your
Yes, sir.
senior year.
My last
Uh,
year.
and he gonna go out with a bang. That's it. That's all.
Amen.
And if you don't know, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel. The Life of Riley. I heard you got some merch out there. I need a t-shirt. I need a shirt in a 2X, 3X to be exact, 3X. I done put on a little bit more weight. I'm trying to lose it.
Okay. Okay.
I'll send you my address, man, so you can send that. And I'm fond of hoodies too, so I'm fond of hoodies. I'm gonna be like Stack, Steven Jackson. This is my begging session for HBCU overdrive.
I got you, Doc. I got you.
All right, man. You have a good one, bro.
All right, you too.
See? That's all it took. That's all it took. It took probably 7 minutes to get his side and let him know what the deal is. That's all it took. Y'all see how fast? Look, y'all see how fast that was right there. Y'all see how we did that right there. That was 5 minutes. JT Keith, you could have went up to the school, and for 5 minutes, you could have sought out Jensy out there on the field and interviewed him and get his perspective on the upcoming season. You see what I just did there? That is called journalism. That is called journalism. For somebody that's I'm all the way in Dallas. And I got my nephew on the live to answer a couple of questions. That's all it took right there. Do your due diligence as a reporter. Do your due diligence as a beat writer. Do your due diligence for the newspaper that you write for. Because if you don't do it, you're going to get shit like that. That story that you put out, you're going to get shit like that. And you're going to get called out every time you put out some bullshit like that. I'm just saying, man, it took him 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Couple of minutes to jump on here. Took me about 5-6 minutes to ask questions, get some answers, get some clarity. Boom. There we go. That's it. If you're going to be the beat writer for Jackson State football, do your damn due diligence and do the job right. Or you get a Negro like me, Ben Jackson, and I'll be up in that thing all day, every day. Right team. Putting on a show like this. And I know Ken and Zoe going to talk about this tomorrow. I talked about this today. But it's a conversation that needs to be had. That part right there. How are you a beat writer that doesn't attend practices? That's crazy. And it took Jay 2 minutes just to get in touch with Jensy. Make no sense, y'all. But we'll be back on this thing tomorrow. Now, tomorrow I'm off. And we'll get back on this thing tomorrow. We'll talk about the history of Juneteenth. Since Juneteenth is tomorrow, it is considered a federal holiday now. We'll talk about that, and we'll talk about how we got the holiday to be what it is in this day and age. But I appreciate everybody for joining me on this afternoon stream. Y'all know how we do it over here. Morning, noon, night, don't matter. We got over 90. You got 98 people between Twitter and YouTube. Make sure that you like stream. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and comment and share it with your people, y'all. Also, make sure that even Ohio, send his ass back to Ohio. We don't need. Look, if you're gonna write about the Jackson State Tigers, you gotta be there. You gotta be entrenched there. You don't need no half-ass people out there. Make sure that you like the stream, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Oh yeah, we're gonna be talking about that too. Make sure I'm extending the initiative to the end of this weekend. Make sure that you hit up the Cash App, the PayPal, the Zelle for the Drive to 205 initiative. We are only $250 away from reaching our goal. I have been keeping up the count. All right, so we are $250 away from reaching our goal. If you got $10, if you got $15, $20, $25, it would be most gladly we could have that coming along. All the super chats that Deputy Mario put up in there that will be coming in this weekend. So that would add on to that. And I think my sister is going to try to get us the rental car. So make sure we get this going because only thing I need to do is wait for wait for I get my credentials. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. But other than that, y'all have a good rest of your afternoon. Oh snap! Y'all done got Uncle Steve. Y'all done got Uncle Bundle started. You got that man started. Y'all know Uncle Bundle's a Jacktown Jew, even though he went to FAMU. But you got that man started. So all right. So check us out tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, we're gonna do the show at 4:00 tomorrow afternoon. We're gonna talk about the history of Juneteenth and what it means for us here in the state of Texas and for everybody else in the South, and how can we grow this holiday to be on the same pedestal as a 4th of July. But it's your boy Doc Holliday, voice of HBCU Sports and the Culture. If you haven't done it by now, make sure that you like, stream, comment, share, most of all, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive. Always make sure if you check out, if you don't check out the live, you can always check out the replays of the shows. They are available immediately after the show ends, so that will let you know what's up. We're gonna try to see if we can get these things on the Spotify. Other than that, man, I'm sorry, Jay. Just listen to it. You can listen to the replay. My bad, Jay. My bad, nephew. Oh man, look, make sure y'all go check out JTV Vids on YouTube. He did do a live stream this past Saturday for the Baby Boom Band Camp. Check it out. Very nice, very professional how he did it. So let's get him to 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers means he gets monetized. Also, make sure we get Jensy to 1,000 subscribers. Right, I don't know where he's at right now, but let's get Jensy Riley to 1,000 subscribers. We are on the road to 2,200 subscribers over here. So the main thing is we want to get to 2,200, and my next goal is 2,500 subscribers. After that, we're gonna try to get to 3,000. I work a lot, y'all, with my main job, so I'm trying to do a lot more here when I have the time out to where we can actually get some things done. I'm gonna try to get some more things into play as far as with shorts and everything. And so we just try to put ourselves on another upper echelon HBCU podcast out there. We got 106 people subscribe. That's listening and then watching already right now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the join button if you want to become an Overdrive family member for the low price of $4.99. You get all the membership perks to go with it. Just let you know how we do it. But as always, y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. You hug your loved ones and stay dangerous out there. And to all the haters, to all my haters out there, eat a dick. Peace.